Priya is an 8th grade teacher in India who believes every student deserves an equal chance to learn. But today, the traditional educational setup is failing one of her brightest kids. Her student, Sam, has severe dyslexia. When he looks at a standard textbook, the dense paragraphs do not register as coherent language. The words physically twist and jump across the page like a pile of jumping ants. The immediate hurdle is an assigned reading on Mahatma Gandhi. The biography is packed with long sentences, complex historical metaphors, and abstract political theory. While Indian law mandates inclusive education for all students, many general education teachers lack the specialized training required to adapt materials for neurodivergent learners. A teacher cannot solve this through effort alone. Translating a dense historical narrative into a format a dyslexic brain can process is a specific science, and without the right tools, the gap between the student and the knowledge only widens. To bridge this gap, Priya turns to artificial intelligence. She opens a custom interface to build a dedicated special education assistant tailored to her classroom. The first step is defining a strict persona. Priya commands the system to act specifically as an experienced special educational needs coordinator who understands the emotional and cognitive needs of her students. Then she assigns the task. The AI must receive regular teaching content and adapt it based on the specific disability requested. A student with ADHD and a student with autism require entirely different layouts to focus, forcing the AI to recognize those differences. By establishing this role and mission, the AI evaluates every sentence through the lens of a student's cognitive load, rather than just summarizing the words like a generic chatbot. To ensure accuracy, Priya implements context rules. For dyslexia, she mandates the use of bullet points and high-contrast layouts, while strictly ordering the AI to remove complex metaphors that can lead to confusion. For students on the autism spectrum, her rules change. She instructs the AI to provide explicit visual descriptions and step-by-step logic, offering the predictability these students need to feel secure in their learning. These rules are based on Universal Design for Learning, or UDL. It's a framework focused on removing the barriers that prevent individual students from accessing the curriculum. Finally, Priya defines the format. She requires the AI to begin with a 3-sentence minimalist summary. This allows a student to grasp the core concept of the lesson within the first 10 seconds, before they even attempt the main text. She also requires the AI to suggest 2 multi-sensory activities. This ensures the lesson isn't confined to a page, integrating touch and sound to reinforce the history being taught. This structured logic restricts the AI's output, ensuring that every generated resource follows the specific accessibility requirements Priya's students need to stay engaged. To test the tool, Priya inputs a dense account of Gandhi's 1930 Salt March. The original text is a sprawling narrative of political resistance and the iron hooves of imperialism. The AI processes the history and strips away the abstract metaphors. It rewrites the event into a clean, action-oriented timeline. In 1930, Gandhi led a 385-kilometer walk to the sea so the people could make their own salt and stop paying British taxes. Following the multi-sensory prompt, Priya gives Sam 5 tactile picture cards showing key moments of the march. Instead of struggling with a paragraph, Sam physically sequences the cards on his desk. By using his hands and reading the bolded, short sentences, Sam successfully grasps the lesson. He looks up and explains that Gandhi walked to the sea to help his people. In this classroom, AI acts as a translation layer, taking a document built for a neurotypical world and converting it into a language Sam can actually process. By combining a teacher's empathy with precise prompting, Priya can close the distance between a legal mandate and the actual experience of a student in the back of the room. If you believe in a classroom where every child has the tools to succeed, please like and subscribe. But just as Priya finds her rhythm, a new challenge arrives. A group of parents is demanding she teach Vedic math, claiming it's the only way for their children to stay competitive. Priya is staring at the problem 97 times 94. She grew up with standard calculations and has never learned these ancient methods. Can AI help a teacher crack an ancient mathematical code before the next bell rings? Join us in the next episode to find out.